What's good YouTube? Alex9 here, bringing you the very first Pokemon Nuzlocke on this channel. The first video to be published in a very long time, you know, other than the Mario Kart 8 highlights. But this is not just any Pokemon Nuzlocke. This is a Pokemon FireRed Omega Egglocke. I am just all sorts of twisted in excitement and this, like, oh my god. You guys, you cannot begin to know how excited I am to do this. And if you guys want to get excited with me and get informed of this series, then oh no, I have to go through the whole thing again. Okay, here we go. There we go. Alright, now that's good. Okay, now before I go into this, let me go ahead and explain the rules of the Nuzlocke in case for all of those out there that do not know what a Nuzlocke is. There are two mandatory rules that are necessary for the Nuzlocke. Number one, you may only catch the first Pokemon in each area/route. So if I happen to go on Route 1 and I find a Ho-Oh by some act of God, random act of God or something like that, and I accidentally make it faint, or if it whirlwinds me out of the battle, uses the move Whirlwind to get me out of the battle, then that's it. That's my capture for that area. That route. And I cannot catch another Pokemon in that area until I go to another area/route. Now number two, if a Pokemon on my team faints, for whatever reason, whether it be from battle or from poison, from walking around while being poisoned, then it is considered dead, and you cannot use it anymore. No revives whatsoever. So that means I'd have to either put it in a box or release it out into the wild. Which I'm going to do is put it in a box, a specific dead box, for archival purposes, so that when we finish the Nuzlocke, whether we win or lose, I can go ahead and do a sort of like montage to show you the levels of the Pokemon and how far they got and whatnot. And there will be species and dupes clause in effect, which, despite popular belief, are optional. You can choose to not follow them. But the species dupes clause is more so in the idea of Pokemon of the Pokemon eggs that you guys send me, which brings me to my Egglocke rules. Now, for every Pokemon that I get from each area/route, whether it be a capture or a Pokemon gift, I can take that Pokemon and trade it in as a token for the Pokemon eggs that you guys send me. Which I will explain how that works later with a tutorial and how you guys can send me the eggs. And there's also a little rule that I'm putting myself for this Egglocke, which I will also explain a little later. But for now, I think that's all that needs to be said right now, so let's get right into it. Oh, there's more. Welcome to FireRed Omega, an edit of Pokemon FireRed that incorporates all 386 Pokemon of the 3rd generation. FireRed Omega has revamped wild Pokemon, trainer battles, and even added in a few new areas. There have been many changes overall. Stuff like level up moves and stats have also been edited, in the name of making the usage of different Pokemon much easier than previously? Anyways, evolution methods have been edited so that all Pokemon can be evolved in the game alone. Basically what that means is like Pokemon that evolve through trait evolution or evolve through trait evolution with an item, that's been done away. So they will evolve by level up. Or I think for Pokemon like, say, Scyther, you give them a metal coat and you use it on them, and then they'll evolve right on the spot. I think that's pretty much what it does. So if I get a Machop from you guys, and it evolves into Machoke, I don't have to trade it to be able to get the Machamp. That's basically what it means. I can make the Machoke evolve into Machamp to level up. You get the National Dex early too with the normal Pokédex. I hope you enjoy the new, hopefully challenging fights that await you in the edit. If you got it with the patch, use the notepad enclosed with the patch to find out the changes in the edit, i.e. new evolution levels. Have fun! From Dre, the creator of Pokemon FireRed Omega. Here we go! Brings back memories. Hello there! Glad to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People affectionately refer to me as the Pokemon Professor. This world is inhabited far and wide by creatures called Pokemon. Look at a little Nidoran. For some people, Pokemon are pets. Others use them for battling. As for myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. But first, tell me a little about yourself. Okay. Now tell me, are you a boy or are you a girl? That depends. Are you a Catholic priest? Making fun of my own religion since 1991. I love it. Let's begin with your name. What is it? My name is Alex. I mean, my real name is, you know, Kevin, but for all intents and purposes, it's my YouTube name, Alex Knights, so we're gonna go with that. Yes. This is my grandson. He's been your rival since you both were babies. What was his name now? Seriously, Oak, you can't seem to remember your own grandson's name. Okay, now, for the rival's name, if you guys have been following me from my Twitch channel for the first time I did a Pokemon Nuzlocke, which was Pokemon FireRed, the original FireRed, I gave my rival a name that I personally loathe. Not because I know it's a bit strange and whatnot, but I just really did not like this name because, for one, it sounded, I can't really describe it. I just loathe the name. So, for those who actually have this name, I am sorry. I don't mean to offend you, but I had to give him a name that I just did not like. Keith. Was it Keith? That's right, I remember now. His name is Keith. Again, I am sorry, but I just don't like the name Keith. Alex, your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits. Let's go! And we shrunk down to size, and now, before we do anything else, change the... Oh, okay. It wasn't slow. Alright. And we're going to change the sound to stereo. Oh, whoops. Forgot one thing. There we go. The original text menu. So here we go. Here we are. Alex played with the NES. Okay, it's time to go. Yep, we played some games. Now it's time to go. Alright, now, before anything else, because I know you guys in the comments are going to rip me a new one, so I'm going to explain myself real quick about this rule that I'm doing. Now, for this Egglocke, to make things a little simple, the thing is with Egglocks, when you get Pokemon hatched from eggs, they start out at, like, say, level 1. Because that's pretty much what happens. You get them at level 1. So, that's pretty much how it goes. Now this would mean that normally I would do a lot of switch training to be able to get the Pokemon up to the same level that I would want them to be at. Unfortunately, the problem with this is that it also makes the lead Pokemon, like my starter, to be highly overleveled in comparison to the rest of the cast. Now, to mitigate this, I am going to do this one thing, one time, and a one time only. I'm going to use the rare candy cheat to get myself 999 rare candies for this particular reason only. Like, say for example, I catch a level 3 Pidgey, and then or say for example, I get my level 5 starter, and then I exchange it for an egg that you guys provide me, and it starts at level 1. That means I would have to do an insane amount of grinding and just be very, very, very careful about not dying, and do a lot of going to the Pokemon Center to be able to heal and whatnot, and just it'll be a mess. But with the rare candy cheat, if I get, like, say something like a level 5 Pokemon and I exchange it for that egg and it's at level 1, then I would give the level 1 Pokemon 4 rare candies to be at that same level as the starter. That's the only reason I will be using the rare candy cheat. Only reason. Now, this does not give me permission to level them all up willy-nilly, like make them all level 100 and just breeze through the game and whatnot. But no. This doesn't work. I'm not going to make it work like that. And if I happen to find a rare candy out in the overworld, then I would take that rare candy that I find out in the game, like if I find it on the ground, I will take that rare candy and use it immediately on a random Pokemon of my choosing, to keep the same amount of rare candies that I have for legitimacy purposes. So you guys can be like, oh my god, you got like more rare candies than you should have had. This Nuzlocke is just now bogus now. Like, don't worry, I am limiting myself on this. And to be frank, I'm actually hurting myself a little bit on this, because I think it also screws up with the EVs if I just level them up with rare candies and whatnot, but that's a whole nother story. That's how I'm doing this. This is to make things simpler and to make less grinding for myself. Now, that out of the way, I've explained myself, so I know this is not going to stop you guys from tearing me a new one, because you guys see it as cheating and whatnot, and it is. I don't endorse cheating at all, but this is to make the Egglocke more simple. So, if you guys don't like it, then, well, you could go find another channel that does Egglocks in a different way. So, let's go ahead, go into right here. And actually remove all, go right here, do this, and we will have the one-time rare candy cheat. There we go. Now, we go in here in this PC. Okay, pop filter. Please stop moving. And we will see that we have the rare candies all right here. Now we will take this potion right here, just this one potion, and then go right here, withdraw one rare candy, and then next thing we do, go all the way up to 999. But stop at 981. I'm sorry, 991, and go up to 998. And go into the bag and pop. There you go. 999 rare candies. As you can plainly see right there. Now that's all that I do. I will never go into the PC to go and get more rare candies, because then that would actually be cheating. So, hey Mom.
Right, all boys leave home someday. It said so on TV.
Do you always believe everything that you see on TV? I swear, if you saw Godzilla on TV, you would think that it's real. But instead, it's really just a movie.
Oh yes, Professor Oak, next door, was looking for you.
Okay, so you're gonna have me converse with the old man? Do you not do anything for my own well-being? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and just mess around a little bit.
Is that right? Oh, look, look!
What is it? Trainer tips. Press start to open the... Really?
Signs are useful, aren't they?
Yeah, tell me something I already don't know. Frickin' signs. Technology is incredible. You can now store and recall items and Pokemon as data via the PC. Thank you, Yajirobe. That's the thing that I always see in every Pokemon game. There's always that one slightly out of shape guy, and in every starter town for every Pokemon game. Maybe it's not for every Pokemon game, but that's how I see it. Hey, wait! Don't go out! Hey, it's Professor Oak! It's unsafe! Wild Pokemon live in tall grass. You need your own Pokemon for your protection. Well, don't I need a trainer's license or something like that? Because, I don't know. I know. Here, come with me. But, what do you... No, please. I don't want to be led into your basement. Please. Oak? I mean, even if it's just to get my own Pokemon, but... Oh, look, it's Keith. Gramps, I'm fed up with waiting. Hey, Johnny! What are you doing there, Johnny? Keith, let me think. Oh, that's right. I told you to come. Just wait. Here, Alex. There are 3 Pokemon here. Ha-ha! Aha! I don't know how to make that sound natural. The Pokemon are held inside these Pokeballs. When I was young, I was a serious Pokemon trainer. But now, in my old age, I have only these 3 left. You can have one. Go on, choose. Hey, Gramps! No fair! What about me? Why does Johnny get to choose first? Be patient, Keith. You can have one too. Okay, so now, as you guys normally know, in Pokemon FireRed, there's the original starters that started this whole Pokemon phenomenon off. Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander. The greatest Pokemon that's ever lived. Oh, I'm just kidding. But I really do love Charizard. He's one of my favorites. It's actually my favorite, like my mascot and whatnot. Which is like, there's like a whole story behind it, which I will explain later in a different video. But that's irrelevant at the moment. So there was Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. This time it's different. There's Elekid, there's Smoochum, and then there's Magby for the starters. Now, normally I would try and think of what Pokemon I would want that I would rather use to help me get through the Pokemon game. But that's irrelevant because I'm going to exchange it for an egg. So this is all about me picking a Pokemon that I don't want Keith to have. And for me, I'd rather him not get the Elekid. Because Electabuzz is pretty annoying in this generation. Yes, I want to give it a nickname. And all the Pokemon that I get via the starter, the Pokemon I get out in the wild, and the Pokemon I get as gifts, they will be given the same name, and that will be Token. I'll take this one then! Keith received the Smoochum. Okay, so now we can actually get going. But, of course not! Wait, Alex, let's check out our Pokemon. Come on, I'll take you on. Of course, because you always wanted to turn this all into a dick measuring contest. Rival Keith would like to battle. Rival Keith sent out Smoochum. Go, Token! Oh, for Pete's sake, so pushy as always. Don't need you, no. Not even gonna try and use the speed up button and whatnot. Now, as this is the starter battle, there's this thing I'm going to be doing. The Nuzlocke doesn't officially start until I get the Pokeballs. So if I happen to lose this battle, it won't count because it's not fair to enforce one part of the Nuzlocke while not being able to enforce the other. So, for all intents and purposes, the Nuzlocke doesn't officially start until I get the Pokeballs. Once I get the Pokeballs, it is on. Sandlet, and you're gonna growl at me. Oh, you're so amazing. Gonna use quick attack. That barely done anything. Quick attack. And that's a clean 3-hit KO. No? Okay. 4-hit KO then. Maybe that was maybe there was min damage at one point. Look at them sweet stats. Actually, those are not pretty bad stats. But that's irrelevant because I'm not going to be using this Pokemon. Yeah, I beat you. Get on my level, Keith. What? Unbelievable! I picked the wrong Pokemon. And I got that $80. That's sweet money. Okay, I'll make my Pokemon battle to toughen it up. Alex, Gramps, smell you later. Now, Keith is actually going to be interesting because his voice is just going to fluctuate throughout the series because as he grows and progresses through this game to get better as a Pokemon trainer and whatnot. But because I'm curious, let's take a look at Token. He's got a bold nature. That increases his defense and lower his attack, I think. It's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, he doesn't really have any outstanding because this is Gen 3, so all electric attacks are special. So, like things like Thunder Punch or Volt Tackle is like, actually, he can't get Volt Tackle. Don't run. Or can he? I don't know. Drayano, I need to check your work to see if that's a thing. So we're gonna go up here to Route 1, and we're gonna have a Pokemon battle because we're gonna be like that. And we're not going to try and do any battles so that we can get to the Pokemon Center as fast as possible. So that way we can end it off right there, and then I can start talking about how you guys can get involved and send me in eggs. And we got ourselves a free potion. And also, if I can figure out how to do so, I will also be able to provide the .save file so you guys can play along with me. So you guys can be able to share your experiences with me and see how it all goes. Hi Pidgey, bye Pidgey. Okay, so we're gonna go this way. And we're here at the Pokemon Center. Nurse Droid, please heal my Pokemon, even though it's not needed. My one Pokemon. My boy. Okay, so we're gonna go right here, and we're gonna save. Saving, do not turn off the power. And there we go. Now we save the game. Okay, so that's it for this episode. Now, the way that I'm going to make this work is I think I'm potentially going to have the eggs stop coming in on, say, New Year's Day, which is 2 days from now. And making eggs really shouldn't take that long or anything like that. It's all just about spreading the word and whatnot, and if they like Pokemon and they want to get involved, to feel like they have a part in my project, then spread the word, tell your friends, show them the tutorial that I make to be able to make Pokemon eggs, which the Pokemon tutorial will be in this same episode, so you guys will be able to know how to do it. But for now, I'm gonna get up out.